used to chase people who only knew how to love from a distance. And somehow I kept calling that love. You said you cared about me deeply, but your actions always spoke colder. One minute you needed me close, next minute your energy got distant all over. I kept trying to understand you, making excuses for your inconsistency, telling myself they just scared to love, while slowly losing myself emotionally. And honestly, I thought if I love you harder, you finally become softer with me. So I stayed through delayed replies, empty promises, hot and cold affection, and nights I cried wondering why I never felt fully chosen. You gave me just enough attention to keep my heart emotionally attached, but never enough security to actually feel safe in what we had. And that kind of love changes a person. It makes you question your worth quietly, makes you anxious over little things, makes you beg for reassurance from somebody incapable of giving consistency. I kept romanticizing your potential, ignoring the reality of how unloved I felt. Cause sometimes loneliness makes emotionally unavailable people seem beautiful. You were emotionally unavailable, and I kept trying to heal you with my love, while breaking myself in the process, trying to earn affection that should've come naturally from us. And now I realize love shouldn't feel this lonely, shouldn't leave me overthinking every night, or questioning if I matter emotionally. Cause loving you felt like reaching for somebody who was never fully there beside me. I remember nights I stayed awake waiting for your message. Meanwhile you disappeared for hours, like my feelings were something optional to acknowledge. And every time I tried communicating, you made me feel too emotional somehow, till I started apologizing for simply wanting clarity and honesty out loud. That hurt me more than I admitted, cause I became smaller around you, less expressive, less needy, less myself, just to avoid pushing you further away emotionally. I stopped asking for reassurance, stopped expecting consistency, started accepting bare minimum effort, like that was all I deserved romantically. And maybe that's what toxic love really is, not always screaming matches or dramatic endings. Sometimes it's slowly losing yourself, trying to love somebody emotionally unavailable completely. And the saddest part is, I know you cared about me in your own way, but love without emotional presence still leaves wounds behind anyway. You were emotionally unavailable, and I kept blaming myself for the distance, kept thinking if I became easier to love, you finally stopped withholding your affection. But real love doesn't make you beg for consistency and emotional safety. And now I finally understand, I deserve more than confusion constantly. Late at night I replay your memories sometimes, not because I want you back, but because I'm still healing from how deeply I abandoned myself loving you. I ignored my intuition repeatedly, ignored the anxiety in my chest, ignored how emotionally drained I became, trying to survive your inconsistency instead. And honestly, the relationship taught me something painful but necessary. You cannot heal somebody who refuses to open their heart fully, no matter how deeply you love them. Now I move differently with love, I pay attention to actions, not just chemistry, not just words said beautifully. Cause emotionally unavailable people will make you feel special one moment, then emotionally neglected the next. And that emotional confusion can become addictive if you're not careful. But healing changed me slowly. No, I don't chase unavailable hearts anymore. I choose people who communicate clearly, people whose love feels safe, not emotionally exhausting daily. And honestly, walking away from you hurt deeply, but staying would've destroyed my peace completely. So now when I think about us, I don't just remember the chemistry, I remember the emotional loneliness too. And that finally helped me let go. You were emotionally unavailable, and I kept trying to make incomplete love feel whole. So one day I realized I deserved a love that could actually reach my soul. A love that communicates, a love that stays emotionally present, a love that doesn't disappear whenever vulnerability gets uncomfortable again. Cause after everything I survived loving you, I no longer chase emotional distance. I choose peace now, I choose myself now. I loved you deeply, I loved you deeply, but I can't keep begging people to meet me emotionally anymore.